What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dream a Little, the podcast that's all about helping you feel confident about your BGL side so that you can enjoy it with your significant other. I'm your host, Lo, and thank you so much for listening. So I've been getting a lot of messages recently from guys who ask me if it's okay to be a little with beards, muscles, and tats. And if you know anything about me, then you already know the answer to that is going to be a hell yeah. To me, the dichotomy of a guy being fit, muscular, having a beard, who's also down to act like a subby little baby is the hottest combination. So I just want to let you know, no matter what you look like, it's perfectly okay to be a masculine guy. Some mommies like me are really, really into it. So our special guest today is John, and he's one of those masculine littles with a beard and tattoos. And today he's going to be sharing some of his experiences with opening up to girls in his life about ABDL. So stay tuned to hear all about it. Before we get started, can I just say I've been so obsessed with creating these mommy roleplay audios for Patreon. I mean, my whole life, I've been thinking of these mommy scenarios in my head, and it's so fun to actually have an outlet for them. But what really makes me love creating these audios is all the feedback I get from you guys on Patreon, letting me know that I helped you feel super little and get right into that headspace. Because I remember what it was like when I didn't have a caregiver and being ABDL was a huge secret, and it can feel really lonely. So if you don't have a caregiver in your life right now, or maybe you've been struggling to feel little, I know you're going to really love these audio role plays. The best part is it's only $5 to sign up, and you get access to all 13 of the role plays that I have right now. If you want to hear a sample of these loving audio role plays, just head over to thelittlelounge.com/137. That's thelittlelounge.com/137, and you'll find a link to the preview. You can also go to patreon.com/dreamalittle if you just want to sign up. And shout out to these new members of my Patreon. You guys rock. So huge thank you to Paul, Jacob, Cooper, Steve, Lucas, Sean, Chris, Matt, Brianna, Christopher, Nick, John, Ray, Thomas, Kyle, Abraham, Andrew, Timothy, Jaylee, D, Alice, RJ, TC, Skylar, Marcus, Wendy, Clint, and Charlie. I love every single one of you guys so much, and I won't make you wait any longer. All right, let's get started. What's up, John? Welcome to Dream a Little.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good.
Like I said, it's a lazy day. I'm packing up, flying out tomorrow, so.
Oh, got a trip coming up. That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be pretty good.
You like to travel?
Halloween trip. Yeah.
Not afraid to fly?
It's a main hobby of mine, yeah.
Oh.
I love flying.
Oh, I love flying too. I love airplanes and airports. It's so exciting because you're just
being up in the air.
Yeah. I love the view and everying. So just out of random curiosity, are you going to be taking any like little things with you on this trip?
Yes, I am, actually.
Ooh, okay. So are you checking a bag, or are you actually going to carry it on?
Oh, I'm not carrying it. I got a bag. So it's
not
my first
brave.
time doing it, and it's kind of a little like adrenaline rush going through the security stuff, but I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing stuff with me.
What kind of stuff are you going to bring?
Oh, let's see. I don't know. Obviously, I got the diapers I got to bring. Can't forget those.
Obviously. They're a necessity, right?
Right? Maybe a onesie to chill in, watch some movies at night, get comfy.
There you go. I mean, you don't really even need that much stuff, do you? Maybe a couple passies and just call it a day.
That's what I'm thinking.
Awesome.
Maybe a little simple here.
Yeah, I hear some horror stories of people who actually carry on their items to the airplane, and I'm just like, it's not worth it. I'll just pay the extra money and check the bag, Right. Don't have to deal with it at all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna risk that.
No way. Okay, so how long have you been into ABDL?
Oh, let's see. I've been in quite a while, but I didn't really start inserting myself into the community and getting to know a lot of people from there until I was 18. But I was when I was younger, I kind of liked the feeling of being cared for and say babied.
Absolutely.
It's kind of been a little thing, but yeah. So when I was 18, I started really getting in the community and starting to make my little account and start meeting new people and whatnot.
Were you scared to kind of put yourself out there like that at first?
Yeah, a little bit. Like right now, I'm starting to slowly get comfortable with it, and show like more in my photos. But like back then, I was like stomach on down. I was it. I didn't want to show my chest, my
Stomach and
arms. Like I was
stomach
like,
down. Not even your chest. Damn.
well, I got a lot of tattoos, so if I
So
was gonna do
basically,
any
you're
like
limited to the crotch area right there.
when I first started out, yes. Because I was like, I have, like I said, I have a lot of tattoos. And I'm like, oh, someone's just going to see that photo and be like, wait a minute, that guy has the same tattoo as this guy.
That is
So I was a little,
so true. Okay, that brings it to a whole nother level. I mean, that is a little bit
uh,
risky, isn't it?
yeah. Like I have my stomach, my chest, my arms. So it's like, maybe I should start like wearing hoodies more, long sleeves. I don't know. But
I
like
saw these things
nowadays, I
that you
don't
can use
really,
to like cover them up, like these little, like it looks like skin or something. I mean,
skin sleeves,
that's
what a
kind of
little.
extreme, though.
Nah, nowadays, I don't really, doesn't really, I don't care.
Yeah.
So,
How long have you been on Instagram now?
let's see. Well, I'm 25 now and I made an account at 18. But I've been through like previous accounts. So like I'd make one and just wasn't feeling it. I needed a break. I would, delete it and I'd make a new one and just like honestly, I think I'm on my third one. Like little account actually. So
This is your third one?
yeah.
Oh, dang. So you kind of go through the binge and purge even on social media. I feel like I see that a
Yeah.
lot of times. People will like disappear for a bit and then they'll come back and then they'll disappear. And it's
Hmm.
like almost like a seasonal thing, you know?
Right. Like sometimes I'm not like I don't know. Like sometimes I'm just way too busy or I'm traveling a lot and it's like I don't have the one time to like, post new photos or keep up like up to date.
Yeah.
So like
It's a lot of work, you know?
it is. Like
So,
now I'm kind of slacking on it, but I'll get myself back up there.
yeah, I mean, I think we all go through that. Even I've gone through that recently.
Yeah,
So, have you met some cool people online through that?
I actually have. I met some people that live in the same city as me. Haven't really got to meet them yet, but I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Just chatting with them back and forth and as friends or
Yeah.
like are like, potential play
Oh no,
people.
as friends. So,
Have you
but
ever experienced ABGL like in real life?
I have.
Oh, okay.
I
Tell me about
have.
that. Tell me about that. I want to hear all about it.
Well, all right. Well, how did it really start? Well, it wasn't like I had one that was not too long ago. It was a girl I was kind of talking to, and the way I kind of hinted it towards her because she was like really outgoing. She's really like cool about stuff. She didn't judge anything. So I'm like, all right, maybe I can give this a try. So I kind of hinted towards her that one of the Halloween costumes I was gonna have was gonna be a baby. And she's like, oh, that's so cool. She goes, what are you gonna get? And I'm like, well, I kind of got it already.
You're like, I kind of got all the things. I've got multiple
Right.
options.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm all about Halloween, so like I get my stuff early. She goes, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so I was like, it's kind of cool. But that night we hung out, she's like, I forgot what she said, but she's like, I really want to see you in a diaper. I'm like,
What?
oh,
Wait, what?
right? Yeah, no, this is what she said. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I was like, you don't want to wait till Halloween? She goes, no, I want to see it now. I'm like, all right. Like, I'm not going to complain. So we went to the store and bought alcohol and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to risk it. So I wore it under my shorts and we were getting liquor and all that stuff. And I'm like, just to let you know, I'm wearing one right now. And she was all like shocked and whatnot. So I
Yeah.
was like, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna go downhill real quick. But no, she's actually really cool about it. She thought it was funny. She
Did
thought it
she
was
give you a
cute.
little pat to see?
Uh, kinda, yeah. Because she had
Oh,
to make sure I was wearing it.
right.
So that happened. We went back to the house, and she's like, "All right, so now I need to see it." And I'm like, "Well, all right." So I took off the shorts and just chilled in a diaper and a short t-shirts.
Was that the first time
Uh,
you've ever been seen in a diaper?
yeah,
Oh my
and that
gosh.
was quite the adrenaline rush too. I was like, "Oh my god."
Were you nervous?
Oh, I was nervous. Yeah.
How did she react? Was it okay?
Yeah, she was really cool about it. And then, days go by and we're still talking. And like, I kind of thought she was starting to get more into it with the messages she was sending.
Okay, like what
And,
kind of messages? Wait, what, like just talking
well,
about it more?
all right. So we're just talking, having normal conversations. And we're talking about the night that I was wearing one. And she replied, and she goes, "You should really let me diaper you this time." I'm like,
What?
"Yeah." And then she's like, "Do you have those onesies that button up between the legs?" I'm like, "I do."
It's like music to your ears, isn't it?
Right? Yeah. I was like,
It's
"Holy
like
crap!"
ABDL dirty talk right here.
I was like, "Is like this easy just to do this?" But yeah, like that was the first time I actually like did any of that with like somebody in person.
And she
So
did it.
yeah,
Oh my God.
she did it.
I feel like you got really lucky.
I did.
Was she actually into
So
ABDL herself, or?
I don't think so. I don't. I think it was just something, for her to try something new.
She
Like
seems
she wasn't
very open-minded.
right. Like she didn't judge anything, so she was all about it.
And maybe
So
she was just really all about you, and she wanted to kind of see if it was something you were interested in.
maybe. I mean, I could see it. I mean,
Yeah.
like we're not like we're friends still, but like we haven't really like talked like we used to, whatnot. But like she still asks questions about it and whatnot every now and then.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So now you guys are just friends.
we're just friends. Yeah.
Have you experienced it with anyone else in real life?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, keep going, keep going. Tell me more.
All right, all right. So this other one, this one wasn't really like a girl I was talking to. Like we were just buddies and whatnot, and we chat every now and then. And this one was kind of cool, but kind of crazy because her sister's roommate ended up being an ABDL.
What? How did you know? Wait, back up. How did you find that out?
Well, she told me that after I pretty much just told her about it.
Okay, you just told her.
I just up and told her about it. I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't care. I was like, really, what? It's gonna be hit or miss.
Right.
And like she said, she knew all about it, and like her sister's roommate was an ABDL, and I'm like, well, that's cool to hear. That's crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
and like we lived in the same town, and like I've known her for a while, and it's like that's kind of weird, but like I guess there's more ABDLs in this town,
And you're all out in the open.
right?
That's crazy to me, honestly. Like, what are the odds? So it seems like you're pretty open about your ABDL side with a lot of people, or is it just these certain people? Like, do most of your
It's
friends
certain
and
people.
family know?
No, not really.
Okay, so how do you decide, like, or how do you know that you can really trust someone in order to, like, tell them?
Well, I don't know. I just kind of sense that, like, just from talking, like having conversations, whatnot, talking to them, I can tell, like, all right, these guys aren't, gonna freak out and call you a creep or a weirdo or whatever. And just like I've probably opened up to maybe I don't know, just like a small handful, and
Yeah.
like every single one I've opened up to has been really cool about it. And like I even like sent them links, understanding it more and whatnot, because like everyone thinks it's some super weird fetish and it has to do with kids and whatnot. And it's like it has nothing to do with any of that. So like I'll find the links that like I'll let them read it. That way they can understand it more. So and like they read it and they're like, holy crap, I didn't know that about that.
And I'm sure, like, these people that you've taken the time to get to know them, and they've taken the time to get to know you, and they know you as a person, and that you would never be into anything that would, like, harm children, you know?
Oh no. And like that's what like when you bring that up to anybody else, that's probably what they think. That's the first thing I think of. Like, and I'm pretty sure you heard that. You've seen that around or somewhat. People like taking it the completely wrong way.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. Absolutely. Even, like, my ex was kind of, like, unsure about it because I feel like when I came out to him, I was, like, super insecure about ABGL, and I wasn't sure about it myself. I made it like it was this really bad thing, that I
hmm
should feel ashamed for, instead of just being like, hey, there's this kind of weird thing that I'm into, and I want to share it with you, you know?
hmm
So I feel
yeah.
like once you tell one person, it almost feels like a little bit easier the second time.
Oh yeah, yeah. You feel a lot more comfortable like explaining it to like other people and whatnot.
Yeah, so you've gotten some
And
practice in.
I have, and like I've kind of explained it to some people, like when I opened up about it, like you know what, it's like I'm not hurting anybody, and it's like I could be out, on the streets doing drugs, but instead this is
In
what
a
I'm
diaper
into.
and a onesie.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
it's way better,
it's so innocent and sweet and, like, vulnerable, and yet it's so hard to talk about, you know?
right? And
Yeah.
it's like some people are like, they just can't picture it because I got tattoos, a beard, and all this stuff. And it's like, well, I just can't see a big tattooed, bearded up baby. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's me.
Honestly, I'm all about the tatted and bearded littles. Like, to me, the dichotomy is so hot. Like, it's so nice. Like, and sometimes guys feel insecure about it and they message me and they're like, what do you think about guys littles with tattoos? And I'm like, I'm all for it. Like, I don't want you to look like an actual baby. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I'm not into babies. I'm into men and
yeah,
women. But I love how like you can still look masculine and strong and have this like super vulnerable side. You know what I mean?
yeah. There has been a couple of times I actually wore to the gym, and like that's probably the most nerve-wracking moment
Oh my
like
god, because
ever.
you're moving around, like you're like lifting up your arms and stuff.
Yeah, I had to be like super careful like with what I was doing on the machines because like just how thick, loud,
Uh,
and crinkly they are. And
what were
it's
you wearing?
like little wise to the gym,
No, like
or just
diaper wise. Like what diaper were you wearing?
I was wearing the Bambinos,
Oh,
so the real deal ones.
I thought maybe like a molicare or something. No, like you went all out. You're all dry 24/7.
Yeah, no, I was just waddling around from machine to machine. But
That's brave. Okay, I have never done that, and I don't think I could ever do that.
I've done it a couple of times.
Give you a little
It,
thrill.
yeah, it's kind of fun. But like I just gotta be a little careful because you got you're just in a room full of different people, a whole bunch of random people, and I'm like, all right, don't bend over so my shirt lifts up. Don't
Yeah, you got
do
to be
any weird
cautious of all this
exercise
stuff.
machines here. Like,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So it sounds like you've mostly opened up to people who were your friends or like maybe people you were interested in. Have you
mm,
ever met up with any other ABGLs in real life?
I have not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't
And
really met up with that many either, like actually in real life.
yeah, see, I have a friend who they came out as like a little, not much of an like ABDL, but a little,
To you?
and yeah. So because I was kind of, I forgot what I really like. Well, actually, you know what? It was like their vanilla account, but they made it really clear that they were like littles and stuff. Like they even followed Little for Big and all that, and they liked the photos, and they would just show up. I'm like, holy crap! So I just chatted with one, and they kind of opened up a little bit, and turns out they live like a few blocks away.
What?
Yeah.
Small world. Honestly, that's crazy.
hmm But
So,
we haven't really hung out or anything. Like I'll talk to them every now and then, but it's like that's just crazy to think that there's another one like a little just you know 5 minutes away from me.
I know. I always wonder. I'm like, when I see random people out and about, and I'm like, I wonder if anyone else is into this. It's like, there's got to be a lot. Like, on a daily basis, I'm sure we run into people who are into it, but like, you would just have no idea. Like, like, no one would
hmm
ever suspect you're into this, or me either, probably. Yeah, here we are. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool, but I mean, at least we have the internet now, so we have the opportunity to meet people and to put ourselves out there, you know?
yeah, I agree.
Imagine being back in the day without that and you just like thinking that you're the only one in the entire world. It's crazy.
Just find some random person on MSN or MySpace. Like, oh, I hope you're into this.
MSN, like, oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy. So since you've opened up to so many people about ABGL, do you have any advice for people who maybe it's their first time or maybe they're opening up to a significant other? Like, do you have any tips for them?
Oh, I'm very bad at that advice, but I'm gonna say,
It sounds like you're pretty good at it, doing it yourself, though.
oh, maybe a little bit. But I'm gonna say, like, I don't know, just don't rush into it. Like, work your way into it. Like, talk to the person like first, and just kind of see how they are, because you never know if you're just gonna talk to them one day and be like, oh, by the way, I wear diapers.
No,
Like,
yeah,
don't do
not gonna
that.
go over pretty well.
Don't do that. No.
I
So
mean,
you just
that's good advice too. We could talk about what not to do. I mean, that works.
right, and that should be like number one right there. But yeah, just I don't know, just take small steps, baby steps,
Baby steps. I see what you did there.
right?
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the only tip I can really give out for anyone that's
Yeah.
trying to be open about it.
You got to be careful. You can't, I feel like you have like an eye for like who you can open up to and who maybe you shouldn't open up to. And I think that's part of the process is like working on like weeding out the people that are super vanilla or really judgmental, or, I'm sure there were signs from these other people that they were pretty open-minded before you told them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And
Maybe
that's what I
they've
kinda
talked
felt like.
about
I was
stuff
like,
they were into or something,
yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure you see it. Like, everyone's into that whole, I shouldn't say everyone, but it's more a common thing, the whole, the daddy kink and like being little, like the
Yeah.
BDSMs and all that. I'll see it all over
BGLG
Facebook.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll see it all over Facebook now. But it's like you can kind of scope out who's into it by just seeing about who posts that stuff and like who's into that kind of, different things right there. And it's like, all right, well, I'm sure they heard of ABDL and all this stuff. I'm like, I wonder what, their opinion is on it. So
that's a good way to test the waters too. And you don't have to say like you're into it. You can kind of just be like, so what do you think about this,
I just watched this sweet video on Facebook and it has something to do with ABDL. What do you think about it?
Yeah, that's one way to go about it. I haven't tried that way before, but yeah.
Well, there you go.
I learned something new.
Well, good.
All right, John. So how can people find you on social media?
Well, I have my little account, which you follow, Adventurous Switch. So, and that's pretty much the only one I have that has to do with anything little-wise.
Awesome. Well, I'll be sure to link to that in the show notes. Thank you so much, John, for taking the time to talk to me. I had so much fun getting to know you.
Well, it's good to meet you and get to know you more, too. So thank you for letting me on here and answer some questions.
Absolutely. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.